Oh, DJ Ray has El Gato y El Ratón jamming. The cat and mouse going on. There's a cat and mouse game going on, always in the sport of boxing. Guys trying not to get their butts kicked in. Early in the first fight tonight, though, David Mijares like it came out and just knocked some people out. I'm Beto Duran, Doug Fisher, and Holly Lawson joining you tonight on Ring TV Live. The first fight, as I mentioned, was a second-round KO. 4 more fights coming your way. And the next one coming up is Oscar Duarte from Parral, Chihuahua, Mexico. He's taking on Omar Garcia from Monterrey, Mexico. And Garcia is actually making his way into the ring right now. What do you think about the Fight Club, Holly? Pretty cool, right?
It's pretty cool. It's packed in here.
Oh, I mean, it's sold out, baby.
Man.
Sold out.
Every month.
Nice and loud.
Oh, yeah.
You got to love that ambience. As a fighter, that really helps. You know, it's tough fighting in front of 6 people.
Yeah, and there you see...
It really is.
Oscar Duarte from Chihuahua, now with his trainer, Joel Diaz, Gabriel Soto, the novela actor, who's usually at all his fights, but he couldn't be here tonight because in Mexico City, they film novelas on Friday. He said if it was a Saturday, I'm so there. But that's his new manager. He has a new trainer. They are ready to go. And there he is. That is Mexico's newest Olympian. The first one since 2000, El Chino Rodriguez, Misael Rodriguez won the bronze for Mexico a couple days ago. The reason that we're showing you this is one of Oscar Duarte's best friends. When they were 13 years old, Duarte told this fighter right here who won the bronze from Mexico, hey, there's boxing classes down the street, let's go. He's like, nah, not really. 2 months later, convinced him to go. 10 years later, this fighter has won an Olympic medal for Mexico. And here he is making his way into the ring. Desde Parral, Chihuahua, Mexico, Oscar Duarte. There you see him. He's 5-0 with 1 draw, 2 KOs. Doug, we saw him upset a standout amateur in Popo Salinas, dropped him in the first round, and he was the opponent that night.
That's right. He took the fight on short notice, basically traveled by himself. Maybe he had 1 person with him, and he entertained the LA Fight Club fans, and he did so in his second appearance here at LA Fight Club, and he did so without scoring a knockout.
And our ring announcer, Joe Martinez, is ready to go.
And here we go, fight fans. Our next bout tonight, 6 rounds. This in the lightweight division. Introducing to first, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing yellow trimmed in black. He weighed officially 134.5 pounds. His professional record stands at 5 victories, 3 defeats with 1 win, coming by way of knockout. Desde Monterrey, Mexico, here is Mr. Power, Omar Garcia. And next is opponent across the ring, fighting out of the red corner, wearing tonight white trimmed in black. He also weighed in 134.5 pounds. In 6 professional bouts, he stands perfect with 5 victories, no defeats, 1 draw, 2 wins by way of knockout. De Parral, Chihuahua, Mexico, el invicto. Here is the undefeated Oscar Duarte. And referee in charge of the action, Raul Caiz Jr.
Excuse me. Fighter chief second only, please. Fighter chief second. Protector? Protector? All right, gentlemen, you received the instructions in the dressing room. Know what I expect? Good, clean fight. Caballeros, ya recibieron las instrucciones que era una pelea limpia. Golpe legales son ahí y aquí para usted. Touch gloves, luck, both of you.
Raul Caiz Jr. in his 19th year as a referee is the 3rd man in the ring. Here's the tail of the tape, Dougie.
And Duarte is 12 years younger at age 20. He is 3 inches taller, and he has a significant reach advantage.
4 inches is quite significant.
Second fight of the night at the Belasco Theater, sold out LA Fight Club. Beto Duran, Doug Fisher, Holly Lawson. We're underway. Oscar Duarte, the fighter in the black and white from Parral, Chihuahua, Mexico. His opponent, Omar Garcia, Monterrey, Mexico. So 2 fighters from the northern part of the state are in the ring tonight. Oscar Duarte, we mentioned it, upset Alejandro Salinas here, September of 2015, almost a year ago. And that was a fight. Doug, you mentioned short notice. I asked him earlier today, like, how short notice was that? He said 28 hours. There was another fighter coming to the Velasco from Chihuahua, and he told them, if they need somebody as a sub, I'm on weight, I can do it. And he is coming out very aggressive right now and drops him. Oh, my goodness.
I think it's over.
Oh, man,
He's coming
that's
in with
it.
some power, and I don't know if Garcia's going to get up.
I can't believe Caiz is counting.
Caiz, he's holding on to it, and it is over.
That's
a first
wow.
round KO for Oscar Duarte. Y toda la gente que está mirando en Parral, Chihuahua, José y Elba, su mamá, la tía Rox, hermano Carlos y Jamil, you have seen your relative with a first round KO.
That is surprising. Duarte is usually somebody who takes his time. People compare him to Canelo because of his skin pigment and his hair, and he kind of fights like Canelo, where he's sort of reserved with his offense, is never in a rush. But this fight, maybe it's the influence of Joel Diaz.
It is, Doug. Joel Diaz.
More pressure and letting those hands go.
Holly, this fighter right here, Duarte, has finally moved to Coachella. They were trying to get him over here. He's an engineering student and as a junior. And here you see the knockout, Holly.
Fantastic punches here. Look at this. He's
Lead
letting his
left
hands
hook.
go.
Yeah. Missing with the hook. He's loading up. I mean, he's playing for keeps with these shots.
Definitely.
Yeah, there's
that straight
left,
right hand
left,
right there
yeah.
landed.
Well, the way,
Wow.
the way Garcia went down, I'm surprised the ref even bothered to count.
Right.
I mean, that's going down in a heap.
He kind of tried to get up and he was on his forehead there. It was not.
Garcia
not a good look.
is known as a fighter that aguanta, as they say in Spanish. He's durable. He's only been stopped once, and the one stoppage was the only time he had ever been knocked down, and it was a body shot. It was a liver shot, he said. He's like, no, I'm here. I'm tough. But Duarte, I was mentioning he's working with Joel Diaz. He moved here, and he said for the first time in his life, he has sparring partners.
Wow.
Because
What a
he's
huge
working with
difference.
Joel.
What a huge difference. I was going to ask if that was
it's a
his
high
first fight
caliber
with him.
of sparring partners as well, because Diaz has a strong young stable. And it's funny, I was about to say at the start of the broadcast,
Yeah, well, he didn't give us a chance. This kid.
Yeah, right.
What's wrong with you?
Yeah, that Duarte's power was sort of in question. You know,
Yes, it
you
was.
can tell he has heavy hands because he scored knockdowns, but he usually doesn't get the knockout, which makes you wonder.
Less of a question
Ladies and
now.
gentlemen, the end comes to the official time. 58 seconds. Round number one. Referee Raul Caiz Jr. reaches the count of 10. Your winner by KO victory. He is still undefeated, Oscar Duarte.
Steve Razzo in Houston, you're one of our most loyal fans. You've seen Duarte's every fight on Ring TV. I know you were impressed by this one right here. As my Twitter just blew up right now using the hashtag Ring TV Live, this guy came out right away. Duarte, Dougie, to finish the story with him, when we saw him that fight when he stopped Salinas, Roberto Diaz said, hey, who's your manager? I want to work with you, maybe bring you back here. He's like, well, me. He's like, no. Who's your manager? He's like, me. Well, who represents you? He's like, no, I told these guys, just give me a fight anywhere. I just want to go to the United States.
You got to respect that. Somebody who's willing to relocate, move, committed, you know, all the way in. He took a fight on, 28 hours notice? Is that
Yeah,
what he
and
said?
that was his
the
US
upset.
debut.
And he had to lose 10 pounds.
That's amazing. That's amazing. And he actually, if this is his first fight with Diaz, he came out and he showed that, he's changed his style a little bit. That's a huge thing, you know?
And look at more highlights or quick highlights from him.
It generally doesn't happen with
No,
your first fight. It
not
doesn't happen
immediately.
overnight. That was a beautiful lead left hook. That was Canelo-esque right there. Did get a little reckless with the follow-up hook. There's the hook again, working the body with both hands.
Those
missing with
uppercuts
the
are
hook.
coming with really bad intentions.
And these right here, that was the coup de grace. Just
Man,
left, right,
look at
and
that.
that's that.
That was it.
And there's a nice angle to those shots.
Absolutely. Really impressive that you can pick something up from a trainer with your first outing with them.
Well, Joel worked his last fight, but he was in the corner.
Okay.
So that was their first acclimation to each other.
Right.
This is the first time. He also said, how about this, Doug? You've heard this with many Mexican fighters. He goes, I can eat right. I'm eating right in the United States.
I'm not going to starve myself to make weight. I'm going to eat right and stay at weight or close to weight. That's always a good thing.
That can always affect your power, too.
And he's charismatic, too.
And we're bringing Joel Diaz and Oscar, both of them over. So we'll have Joel, the trainer, and we'll have Oscar Duarte, the fighter, coming up right now. Hey, bring Joel, too. Joel, vente. Los dos. Come on. Joel, don't even act like you're shy on TV, Joel Diaz. Come on now. Ahí ponte estos. Joel, sit down. Sit down. Grab the headphones right there, Joel. Yeah. It's a microphone. I know you've never been on TV before. ¿Cómo estamos? Veo, felicidades. This is a manager over here, Oscar Duarte. Let's put that down now. Okay, respira. Breathe a little bit. In English, all right? He speaks a little bit of English. How do you feel?
Excellent. Good.
Excellent, good. ¿Cómo te sientes con ese knockout? How did you feel with that knockout?
Me siento pues muy contento.
I'm happy.
Muy contento, muy agradecido con toda la gente que me ha apoyado aquí con el coach, con mi familia, con toda esa gente que me apoya y pues este triunfo también es de ellos.
Feel happy and thanks to everybody that supported me. This fight was for them. La primera vez que has trabajado con Joel Diaz, ¿cómo te sentiste en esto y cómo te ha ayudado? First time you worked with Joel Diaz, how did you feel and how much has he helped you?
Así es, pues hicimos un gran trabajo en el campamento y pues venimos y lo demostramos aquí.
We had a great camp and we came in and showed it. Joel, you just met this kid. He finally moved into your Coachella house 3 weeks ago. How impressed are you with him?
I'm very impressed with his work. You know, his work ethic is great. You know, he works, he never complains. Sometimes he wants to do extra. You know, I have to hold him back a little bit. One thing I know about this kid, he has a lot of power.
We just saw it.
Okay, he throws with both hands, left and right. He hits extremely hard. That's why I'm working with him how to break the opponents from the beginning. Be patiently.
Yeah, the last 2 fights he came out, he worked, but let's look at the highlight right now where he came out with the first round knockout. And this is something that you told me that you knew he had that power, as this highlight will be showing up, and that you've seen it in the gym. And Joel, though, he's in there sparring with some of your best fighters, and we saw the result of it tonight. What do you see right there, Joel?
Well, he connected that shot, and one of the most important things is don't get too close to his fighters. He used to get too close and smother himself, and right now he's got a perfect distance where he lands the nice, clean shots.
And there you see, que antes lo encimabas. No podías tirar, like Joe said, you were smothering your opponents.
Así es, antes me encimaba mucho cuando veía que lastimaba al rival, pues para quererlo acabar me pegaba mucho y pues en esta preparación el coach me dijo ese error y lo estuvimos practicando la distancia y gracias a Dios todo se dio como se esperaba.
Worked the distance and everything result came out. And Joel, you only know him for a couple of months or briefly. What is his ceiling? Where do you see this kid?
I see this kid go real far because he has great defense. He has a lot of power. And most of all, he loves the sport. And I see a lot of potential in him. You know what? Honestly, I told Antonio the other day in the gym when he was sparring, he comes to the gym and the first day of sparring, he puts somebody down with a body shot. His first day of sparring with me. And it wasn't just anybody. And I said, Antonio, I see a young Julio Cesar Chavez on this kid because he's a hunter. He hunts you down and he knows where to hit you. And then when he hurts you, he knows he got you and he breaks you down until he has you done.
A year ago, he had no trainer. A year ago, he had no promoter. A year ago, he had no manager. Now he's got Joel Diaz, tiene Memo Rocha, tiene los de Keki aquí en Cancún. ¿Cómo te sientes? Hace un año no tenías nada, ahora sí tienes todo. Manda los saludos a todos los que están en México.
Quiero mandarle un saludo a toda mi gente de México, en especial a mi familia, mis padres, mis tíos, y a todos mis amigos y toda la gente que me ha estado siguiendo y apoyando. Y pues arriba Parral, Chihuahua.
El Parral, Chihuahua, ganaron el bronce de México, ahora llega Oscar Duarte.
Así es, pues muy contento y también motivado por la gran medalla de mi hermano el Chino Rodríguez y pues muy contento. Doble satisfacción.
One of his best friends, he calls him his brother, Chino Rodriguez, wins the bronze for Mexico. He's now 6-0, an impressive first round stoppage. He goes back to Coachella. He's not going to Chihuahua. He's going back to Coachella with a victory. We'll be back with more from the Velasco Theater on Ring TV Live.